Hey guys, Stephanie Mo Davis back again with another video. So today's video, hopefully I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. For those of you who've been following me, I can make some very long videos and podcasts and interviews can be like into the hours. And if you've come to any of my retreats or workshops, you're looking at about 2 to 3.5 hours at least. Sorry for all you out there who've attended those, but you seem like you all liked it. Anyhow, these YouTube videos, I'm going to try to condense a little bit because who has time for an hour-and-a-half video, right? So I'm going to try to keep them a little bit short. And today's video that I have is an important message, and it's in relation to this idea of setting intentions. Right? So most of you know that I used to be a yoga teacher. I was in the yoga community for 20 years, and I don't teach classes anymore, but I definitely apply much of the practice more so verbally now, right? And in the yoga community, in the spiritual community, it is a big topic to teach people, to share how important it is to be intentional. And very often in your yoga practice, you may even hear your teacher say, set an intention for yourself, right? What was your intention? And the word intention has a really beautiful, positive vibration associated with it. When I say intention, it feels very authentic to my heart space. It feels good. It feels internalized and uplifting, right? When you set an intention, it's real. It's you going within and kind of excavating your life in the moment to deeply feel what it is that you truly desire. Okay? So intention, beautiful word. We hear this often. Set an intention. What's your intention for the day? Right? All right. So I'm here to put a slightly different spin on things, maybe another layer off, because that's what I do. And I want to go deeper into this word intention, and also what are we actually discussing and wanting and desiring when we're setting an intention. So usually an intention is in regards to something you might want to change in your life, something that you want to manifest in your life, something that you're desiring, and whatever that is, physically, spiritually, materially, is going to be personal, to you. But usually, it's a deep desire of a longing for something that maybe you feel you don't have, or maybe it's even just my intention is to be more grateful today. It's kind of like there's something within you that wants to act accordingly a little bit more in whatever direction that is, right? So you can just think about it. You can sit down and what is your intention for the day? What is your intention for your week? And you kind of feel it right away, like, oh, I need to, be more appreciative or grateful, or I need to manifest a new job, or like you'll prioritize when you sit down with yourself in the moment and say, what is my intention for the day, right? And hopefully, I'm assuming that your intentions are all, good. We don't want to be making crazy, like materialistic, intentions, but if that's where you're at, so be it. But anyhow, setting intention. Setting intention is great. Trusting the universe is great. Having that energy exchange between you and Source, you and God, and really sitting quietly and tapping in and saying, this is my intention. I really deeply desire this, and I'm really going to try to do this, whatever it may be, right? So it's deep. It's something that you truly want. You're tapping in. Right? And you're kind of putting it out there to God, to Source, to universe, like, this is what I want, and I'm going to really try, and you're going to help me, and I'm feeling this from my heart. Okay? But what I want to say is this. An intention is a precursor to action. Very often, we can say that, just set the intention and the universe will provide. I think that there's an element of that that's exceptionally accurate, for sure. If it is meant for you, you can get it if you're intentional and you move in the proper direction. But I find a lot of people who get stuck in this idea of setting intention and talking about things like manifestation and changing their life or shifting into a better place somehow. And they rely on the intention. They rely on just solely the connection to spirit and the intention to create or to manifest the desired result. I'm here to tell you from deep experience that that's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of it. But almost always, it will require some sort of action to take place by you. It's a collaborative effort very often, right? And if you sit back too long and you're setting intention after intention and expecting manifestation and you're not taking any action, you might eventually kind of be kicked in the butt by God to get you to take the action, right? So think about what I'm saying here. Intention, beautiful. Precursor to action. Very often an action will need to take place. And if you're in the belief system that, no, I'm just going to give it all up to spirit and I'm just going to sit here and pray about it, that's great. But you may be having opportunities come to you left and right where if you would have taken a step or making a call or taken some action, you would have been where you desire to be sooner than later. Okay? So unless your life is just absolutely perfect in the moment, and we all know that everything is divine and comes in divine timing, we talk about that, but you taking action might change linear time. I talked about this in one of my videos, I think it was on my Facebook page, about an acronym that I saw that just said ACT, A-C-T. And what it said was action changes things, which it does. When you take action on something, it changes things in some way. The energy moves. But action can also change time. Okay? So again, are you that person that wants to sit back and give it all up and just meditate on it? Or do you want to do both? I'm all about the integration of the poles of life, of the science and spirit. I'm all about utilizing everything. So why cannot you sit and pray and set an intention and be in that space of being connected to God and intentional, but also take action when you need to take action. Be discerning and aware, oh, this might be coming up because this might be something that's going to lead me to this, right? So I want you guys just to think about that today. Just ponder that. Are you sitting around being intentional and waiting for a very long time for your desired result to manifest? You might need to take an action, okay? But again, I can make another video on that, and I will. How do you know when to take right action? Because if you're impatient, and you'll see this a lot with people, I see this a lot with my clients, when they've sat and meditated and were intentional and used all their spiritual tools and kind of sat back and tried to wait, what happens is they eventually become very impatient and the energy can shift in them. And then when they decide to take action, it might not be the best. They're just sick and tired of waiting. They're impatient and they just go. And then it ends up not being maybe the correct action that they should have taken because they're already so impatient, okay? We'll talk about that in another video. How do you know when to take right action? But for today, intention, beautiful thing. But intention, a precursor to action. You're going to have to do something at some point. And if you work together with spirit, your linear time's going to change. Thank you guys for watching. If you like my channel, subscribe. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'm here. Have a good one.